Look at this like sun moment. I feel like I'm Molly Cat as she basks in the sun. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy birthday if today's your birthday. Sorry if I'm talking a little quiet. Connor is about to hop on a call in the other room and I just want to make sure that I'm not disturbing him. But it is 10 a.m. on Wednesday. I am already done with my first call for the day, which is lovely just to get it out of the way real early. Molly Cat. Is this blanket in your way? Let me move it for you. There you go. Good girl. It's also actually my last day here in Los Angeles for a little while. If you missed it in my last vlog, I am flying home to New Jersey tomorrow and I am so excited. Also very excited because I am surprising my mom. She does not know that I'm coming back, so that's gonna be just so much fun getting to surprise her for once. So I do have, you know, work all day today and then it's gonna be prepping for leaving for Jersey, packing and, you know, just getting my ish together here. Saying goodbye to my sweet angel. So sad. So I think I'm gonna make a chai right now and then head into the office and work in there for a little bit. It actually has been so nice being able to work in the office a little bit. Even though there's no desk or anything in there, there's still like a solid space to work, which is pretty nice. Well, friends, here we are working in the office. It actually feels very nice to be in here. Hi, Molly Cat. Please be careful with the camera, Molly. Just maybe you shouldn't be on the table. Let me show you, actually. This is what? I don't even remember what I was saying. I got distracted by a work message. Anyway, let me show you like the little setup in here right now. It's not anything at all. We have Connor's old couch, which we're trying to sell, but no one is interested in buying it yet. So we'll see. And for now, it's great to have in here. We are going to get another couch in here, but we want something more comfortable and with a pull out. That way when friends come or family come to visit, we can, you know, have them stay here if they want to. So we have that. And then we have also Connor's old coffee table, which we also have not sold yet. I haven't put it online or anything yet. There won't be a coffee table here in general usually because we'll have desks in here, but obviously we don't have desks yet. So waiting on that. And then the rest of this room is still like pretty messy. We have these little storage cubes here. And I actually just got some new bins to use for those because I think that those will be a useful way to add some extra storage in here since the closet in here is actually my like clothes closet. But we have like Molly's litter box, some like random printer office stuff, some rugs that we haven't put down yet or aren't sure if we'll use. And overall just some random stuff. But I do want to set up these boxes today and get them in there. I'm gonna get rid of the black ones that we have. But it just feels good to like sit in a room that is designated for work and be able to work in here. Very excited to like continue getting it set up, but for now this is honestly a good little setup for us. The only thing that I don't love about this room right now is that we don't have a TV set up in here, and I really like working with the TV on. As you guys know, I'm like usually have something. I like having something playing in the background that I can tune out easily, but I cannot tune out music when I work. If music is playing, it is like the only thing going on in my brain. Me and my dad are actually really similar like that. Like when he's at a restaurant and the music is playing and it's a song that he knows or the music is too loud, it's like the only thing he can focus on. And I'm not quite that bad like in a restaurant setting, but if I need to like, you know, sit down and really focus on something, I cannot have music playing. And if I'm actually like writing something, I really can't have any noise playing because their words get tangled up with my words and I lose my train of thought too easily. Anyway, I don't even remember why I started this clip now. I guess I was just checking in. Hello. My 12 p.m. call just got canceled. We're gonna reschedule for later this week. And I guess it's time for lunch now. What should I have? Maybe a veggie bowl. It's been like a little while since I've had a veggie bowl. So I think I'm gonna film a little girl talk portion of this vlog a little later today. I was thinking maybe while I made dinner or something. Although I'll have to ask Connor what he wants for dinner. I think I'm gonna make the cod. I'm just gonna tell him that that's what we're gonna have. He'll be fine with that. But I asked on Instagram for some topics and there are some juicy things in here, you guys. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Towards the end of this vlog, I will obviously announce when it's happening. There's gonna be a girl talk portion that's really like for the gals, and also we'll cover some like graphic things, not super graphic obviously, but you know, we'll be doing girl talk. So anyway, just a little heads up about that too. And yeah, let's go get some lunch going. Veggie bowl complete. Time to eat. Guys, Connor just told me that he's officially a cat dad. Oh no, Molly. Oh, I knew it. Hi. You were all snuggled in with Coco.
There's only one mom.
Well, that's fair enough. Good girl, you were snuggling with your Coco. You're gonna get a lot more of that this next week.
Right? Literally snuggled in here, had her head sitting on my like left hand. Which
Oh
was
my
right here,
gosh.
So like typing was just like awkward.
Yep, I have been there. That's exactly where she likes to sit, like right there while you're trying to like work.
Right.
Oh, you're so cute. Are you the cutest cat in the world?
Yeah, she came in
Oh.
exactly what we said would happen. Woke up from her nap out there, came in, cried, had a little food, and then curled up like, right in here.
Yep, that adds up. Well, just finished packing. I am pretty much ready to go, other than some stuff that I just have to collect last minute tomorrow. And I am exhausted, you guys. I slept so badly last night. I just woke up so many times. So I woke up tired and then worked until 6:30 and then packed, and now it's 7:30. So we're gonna make dinner now. I'm gonna do my girl talk segment while I'm making dinner, which I think will be really fun. Just push through before I crash immediately after finishing making this meal. So again, I just want to give a little disclaimer. We're going to talk about some quote-unquote graphic content. I don't think it's that graphic. It's not things that I think should be taboo necessarily, but that could be taboo to other people, and that's cool for you. So if you're not interested in hearing about some like more graphic girl things, now's the time to click away. And let's go ahead and get into it. So today what I'm making for dinner is this really, really yummy cod dish that Connor and I make. Basically, I sort of make it like a Mexican style, sort of like a fish taco bowl type of idea. It is amazing, highly recommend. So I'm gonna start by just preheating the oven to 400. And then I'm going to put a pot on the stove to get some quinoa going. But let me confirm that we have quinoa. Yes, okay. So I'm just gonna start by seasoning my fish. Again, we're using cod, but any white fish of choice would be great in this. And I just season it basically the way that I would season any sort of taco meat. So I asked you guys on Instagram what kind of girl talk topics you would like me to cover. So I'm just gonna be going off of that, and we're just gonna chit chat. So I actually thought this would be a good place to start because it's something that I've talked about before, which is always comforting. And that is going to the OBGYN. Now, I've talked about this pretty extensively on my channel because I have had some health issues in the past that have come up and been able to be treated because I went to the OBGYN. So I'm really passionate about getting people to not be scared and just to go and do it. Yes, it's uncomfortable, both physically and obviously like being there, but it is way less uncomfortable than you know, getting yourself into a bad situation or risking your health. So I have quite a few videos explaining that situation and just talking more about going to your gynecologist and finding someone who works really well for you. So I'm gonna link a bunch of those below because I feel like I cover a lot in those videos and talk a lot about this, but my overall message with that one is just do it. Go, especially if you are sexually active. It's really, really important. Okay, so the fish is seasoned now. I'm just gonna wait for the oven to finish preheating, but in the meantime, we're gonna move to chopping up our ingredients that are gonna go in the bowl. You can see Connor in the background playing his video games. Maybe we should cut him out of girl talk. I made him put his headphones in so he couldn't hear what I was saying. Whatever. Oh my god. Oh, I thought those were our fire alarms. I like have PTSD. So another thing that I got asked about a lot, just like tons of different subjects sort of around this, was periods and sex and, you know, generally vagina questions. So I thought we could maybe dive into that and go through a couple of things. Oh, look at how good that avocado is. It's beautiful. So a lot of people asked about my experience with birth control. So I am on the pill, and I've been on the pill since I was 18 years old, 19 years old, somewhere around there. And I have never had an issue with it, but obviously birth control is extremely personal. I know people who have had issues with the pill, so it's obviously something that you want to go and talk to your doctor about. Another good reason to go to the gynecologist. And there are tons of different kinds of birth control that you can get on, so if the pill does not work for you, there are other options, as well as obviously just using a condom or something along those lines. Oh, another thing that I got asked about a lot is like shaving down there, or getting waxed, stuff like that. So I have never been waxed before because I am so scared that it's gonna hurt so badly. What I have done is I've used like the at-home strips and done like my bikini line before, and honestly that didn't hurt that bad, but man, it does scare me quite a bit. So I don't have any experience with that, but I do have experience with shaving, and I actually have a whole video on my channel with like tips for that, and best practices that I use to avoid razor burn or like ingrown hairs or anything like that. So again, I'm gonna link that down below for you guys. Oh, this is sort of interesting, shaving for a gynecologist appointment. Honestly, I don't worry about that. I have gone both shaved and not shaved to the gynecologist, and I don't think it matters at all. I remember like reading a 17 magazine article or something that was like an interview with a gynecologist, and they were like, we literally don't care, hardly notice, it's not important. So I wouldn't worry about that. I would do like whatever you're most comfortable with, but I would not feel like you have to like shave to make the gynecologist more comfortable or anything like that. I think that you should do what makes you most comfortable in that already uncomfortable situation. Hi, Molly Cat. I know, but there's no food here for you. No, you don't want any of this. Get down. And then the last thing I sort of wanted to touch on, and I feel like I don't even know if I'll keep this in the video because I feel like it's sort of taboo, but I did get multiple messages about it, so I sort of want to answer it. And that was people asking about sex while you're on your period, which I feel like is a subject that no one ever really talks about. Everything that I've like ever learned about that has been like from a friend or obviously my own experiences. So, again, I think you should go to your comfort level. To be honest, it's not something that I enjoy doing very much. I just find it like cumbersome and messy and weird sometimes, and you sort of have to like go into the bathroom and like take your tampon out and then like go back in and put it back in, or like put a towel down or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't know, is this really worth it? So that's sort of my personal feelings on it. But I know actually a couple of good friends who actually it's like their sort of favorite kind of sex to have, which makes sense. I mean, it is very like lubricated down there. So more power to you if you enjoy that. And I think it's a conversation that you should have with your partner or whoever you're planning on doing that with. You certainly don't want them to be surprised, and don't let them, go down on you or anything like that, obviously. Molly Cat, you want to be a part of the girl talk? So, I think that it really is like a comfort thing between you and your partner, what works best for you guys, to each their own. And if that is something that you're interested in trying, I think that you should. And maybe you'll end up really liking it. As I said, I know multiple friends of mine who actually really enjoy having sex while they're on their period. So, maybe that could be you too. I saw another comment asked, how do you know who the one is, or if that even really exists? Oh. Check that out. Oh my god, it looks so yummy and flaky. I love it. Looking so good. And by the way, obviously you can use any protein you want for this. Chicken, another kind of fish, tofu, whatever floats your boat. So the one, that's actually a really interesting topic because it's something that I have talked to a lot of friends about. And in my opinion, I think that there are multiple the ones, and maybe then the one doesn't exist because it's in the title, the one. But I feel like everyone has multiple soulmates. I mean, Tara and I have talked about this all the time, that we feel like we're soulmates. We are so connected that It just feels like literally the only term that we could use to describe what we are to each other. So I feel like worrying about that so much it's just not good. It's not healthy. It's not conducive to a healthy relationship or friendship. I think it's just important to keep in mind that just listening to yourself throughout the process. You know, at one point you could think that someone is the one, or, you know, whatever, just for lack of a better term, we'll call it that. And then, you know, later on the line, it might not be that way. And you know, I think it's important to remember you don't need to get like sucked in to anything, and to trust yourself. Relationships are hard, they're hard work, and you know, it takes some serious dedication. So worrying about that, I think, is not what you should even be thinking about. You should be thinking about, how does this person treat me? How do I treat them? How do we make each other feel? And listening to yourself as you go through all of that. Okay, and the very last thing I'm going to talk about, and then we're going to assemble because everything is ready to go now. Actually, let me read this so I can make sure I get it right. How you and Con communicate in a relationship, and ways to disagree / argue kindly and respectfully. So I have to say, I think Connor and I are actually pretty good at this. We of course have had our moments where we blow up, we say things that we don't mean. First of all, let me just say, it's bound to happen that you're gonna have unhealthy arguments with your significant other. It is just bound to happen, because that is life. But I feel very grateful that the large majority of disagreements that Connor and I have never go to you know, a disrespectful place. And one, I think that comes sort of naturally to us because both of us just really respect the other a lot, and it would take quite a bit to like try to purposefully hurt someone. That's not ever like what our intention is going into a situation. I think we're also just good at communicating. We're good at bringing something up before it lingers too long. I know I'm always conscious of, like, if we're in a fight, staying present in that fight and not trying to bring in other things that maybe we've fought about in the past, or things that I just have never brought up and have been lingering for a long time. If there are things like that, you know, trying to stay present in what that conversation is actually about, I always think is, you know, important. And you know, making sure that there aren't lingering things, you just bring it up when it's happening. Overall, what I want to say here is, don't beat yourself up if it does go to that place, as long as it's not, you know, entering an abusive realm or where it's happening all the time. If every argument is going to that place, then I think there is something to reevaluate there. But if it does happen, and when it does happen, because it will, you know, it's a part of life, don't beat yourself up about it, and apologize. You know, everyone messes up. I actually was just saying this to Connor last night also, is you know, I feel like he has really seen me at my best and my worst moments. I'm never scared that because he's seen me in a bad place that he would leave me or not want to be with me anymore or anything like that. And that, you know, brings me a lot of comfort in knowing that when I mess up, he will still have my back, even if we have to fight about it for a little bit, and vice versa too. Like, even in like his worst moments, I'm never like thinking like, oh, well, that's it then, you know? I feel very lucky to be in a relationship like that, where I just know, okay, I can rely on this person, it's gonna be okay. And there you go. That is my little girl talk chat. I know there was a lot of stuff in there. It was sort of sporadic, all over the place. I don't even know if I gave any good advice or anything, but I hope you enjoyed it. And we're gonna assemble these bowls now. Let me show you the veggies that I just finished cutting up. So I pretty much use, you know, whatever we have at the time. Oh, I also want to cut up some cherry tomatoes, but so we'll do cherry tomatoes. I have a lime here, and then bell pepper, cucumber, onion, and avocado. Feel free to cook your veggies if you prefer that. I prefer them raw, so I keep them raw for this. By the way, I also like to salt my quinoa. Quinoa can be, you know, sort of bland at times, so I find just seasoning it with a little bit of salt is always really good and useful in making sure that's a nice flavorful dish. All right, let's assemble. It's very simple. Quinoa first, then next I like to go in with some veggies, sort of layer them around the bowl. I also like to put corn in these bowls, but we don't have any right now, so I'm skipping it. But if you have corn on hand, put it in your bowl. It is so good with corn. Okay, now that I have those, I'm going to layer in the fish and then top with the avocado. So for this, I like to use Sriracha Ranch and Sriracha. We are finished with our bowls, and they are going to be so good. This is one of my absolute favorite meals right now. It is so delicious. All right, babe.
All done?
All done. All right, have you tried a bite?
No, here we go.
Let's see it. moment of truth.
Already complimented the plating, which is breathtaking.
Thank you, babe. Yummy?
So good.
Good, I'm glad.
Like, quinoa, good. Cod, good.
Good.
Avocado, good.
Right, like there's just only yummy things in here. Could only be good.
And like, just tastes so fresh and healthy.
It's not gonna make you feel like weird or bloated or anything, even if you eat a ton of it. Overall, it's just so good. It's so good.
So yummy.
Okay, guys, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the vlog here because I have talked a lot in this vlog, I feel like, and I am exhausted. Really, I'm just gonna like eat this and watch something, go to bed because I have to be up super early for my flight tomorrow morning. My next vlog is gonna be very exciting. It's gonna be me going home to surprise my mom, and I'm so excited. But thank you guys for watching today. Hope that you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed our little girl talk chit chat, and I'll see you guys in the next one.